we've got a new event, which is Sona's Exchange. Here, for 1 week, you can exchange up to 100 times 500 friendship points for one of Sona's treasure chests, or 4,500 stigma for one of Sona's treasure chests. And of course, people will be wondering, is this worth it? The simple answer, at least for veteran players, you probably have a billion friendship points, just dump 50,000 friendship points. It's very worth it, because we have no real way to get rid of these anyways. And then for other players, newer players, or if you just don't have a lot of friendship points, you might be wondering, should you spend your stigma? Should you like farm out more stigma if you don't even have enough stigma in the first place? Because this is 450,000 stigma to clear us out in the first place. I can't even do it. So we're going to go over all the stuff about the chest. First up, the items in the chest, you have some leaves, equipment charms, accessory charms, and the friendship gift selection chest. Notably, we should talk a bit about gift. So gift is the lesser one. It's the old one that doesn't really give that much friendship. I mean, it still gives a decent bit, but the greater gifts they have are called tributes. That is the one that you can buy in the friendship shop for 200, then 400. The cost keeps on scaling up, but that is the one that you actually buy in the friendship shop. This is the lesser gift. Taking a look at the spreadsheet, we have the items in the chest, their rates, and the expected amount you get for one roll. And then here, for one roll, you should expect to get about this on average. Over 100 rolls, you would expect about this. So we're going to be going over the value of everything, of course. And for the friendship, I just kind of ignored it, because friendship is, I already went over this already, but a lot easier to get these days. Like, here you can see the gift and the tribute. So 20 gifts is roughly, I am going to say, well, I don't feel like I can't do the math in my head right now, but you can see here, Otherworldly with the other fact gives you 40, and you do it on 3 characters, so that's like 120 per run, pretty much. If the unit that you're like DPSing with also is getting friendship, that's 140. That is pretty much like 5 gifts right there already. So basically that's 4 runs of Otherworldly worth of friendship EXP, and that's why I don't really value the gifts that much, and then just the tributes for anybody curious. But yeah, it's way easier to get friendship these days, so you don't really have to, I don't think these are really that valuable. Even if they do convert to Mola, because I think we kind of get a lot of Molas these days too. Anyways, it's either 50,000 friendship points or 450,000 stigma. And then here you can see farming out in Eulogy or Episode, how much stigma per energy you get roughly. This is hooking into Quiztolin's dataset. And there is like one slight thing that I think makes the EXP values a little bit hard to work with, but it should serve as a good estimate still. And this is stigma anyways. So it takes about this much energy to farm out 450,000 stigma, like 14,000 or so. And then this is also kind of 14,000, a difference like 500 between the two. The leaves do give you energy back. On average, you're getting about 31, so it's like 2,400 energies. You could say it's like 1,200 only, and it's like 1,150, which is still a lot. What did I do here? Oh, this is converting it to leaves. So it's about like 180 leaves, or 170 leaves-ish. So then converting all that stigma to gold, you're losing about 47 million gold by exchanging the stigma for all of this stuff. And whether or not it's worth it, probably not. But there was somebody in my Discord, Shock, who had a pretty interesting idea of just buying it from Garo, because Garo does sell friendship points. If you go to your secret shop, every once in a while, you'll see him sell friendship points for 18,000 gold. And that is significantly cheaper than using Stigma, because 1,000 purchases, it's just 50,000 divided by 50. And then that's going to be 18 million gold compared to the 47 million gold that it would cost you to do it via Stigma. And then you would basically be spending 180,000 gold per chest. Oh god, he's yapping. You would basically be spending about 180,000 gold per chest. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at what sort of value are you getting out of the chest after you open it. So for the gold, this is roughly looking at the gold per energy value from Eulogy, because Eulogy gives you gold plus it gives you Stigma. The Stigma converted to gold is about this much gold per energy. And then the leaves you get on average 0.31, so we're going to convert that to gold. It's about 107,000 gold. And then the EXP per energy is about this much. And then we can also convert this over to the leaf, and we can convert this over to the charm equivalent, because this is the it's 1749 with like max multipliers. This is the part that's like a little bit different, because he didn't track dust, he tracked EXP, and his multipliers aren't exactly listed, so this could be slightly off. You can like just expand like it a little bit in your head when you're valuing it, and just like when you're trying to see if this is worth it for you. But then Hush also sells charms, so we have a like explicit gold value for charms, and these are ones that everyone's like recommended to buy, right? So we're just going to use these for the gold value for a lesser equipment and lesser accessory charm. From the Sona chests themselves, you do get some charms. A greater charm is 3 lesser charms, so we just convert it over, and we get the gold value here by just multiplying it with this. And then these leaves will also, of course, give you EXP, because you're farming Eulogy. Notably, this is only equipment EXP. I don't think it really matters though, because it's not like you can farm accessory anyways. If you're somebody who's more in need of accessory compared to equipment, you could argue that this, like, just because this actually gives you accessory charms, is slightly more worth it anyways. But converting it all to gold, then adding it all up, you end up with about 164,000 gold per chest, compared to the 180,000 gold cost. Now, this is a gap of, what, 16,000? You could say that the 16,000 gold is covered in the friendship, or it's covered in, like, getting accessory charms over equipment charms, or you could also just say that this is what Huge charges you for charms, and you're just willing to pay more. So, I would say that overall, it's actually not that bad value. I thought it would be a lot worse. The idea to buy the friendship from Garo pretty much completely saves this. Otherwise, it's like really bad. This is like, what, 2.5 times more expensive if you do it via Stigma compared to doing it via friendship from Garo. And it's a way to convert some of your gold over to charms, pretty much, because here, this is what, like 60%-ish of the value is in charm, or is like you're getting it back in gold, and then like 40% over to charms. So you could say it's slightly inefficient, because it's not like, you can see the gap kind of, but it is a way to convert if you really need the charms more than you need gold. Of course, if you find yourself needing gold more than you need charms, then probably don't do this. I also wouldn't zero out your friendship, because if you're not somebody who like farms adventure often, you need to remember you still need to buy your what is it here, the 40 energy and 5 flags every day. So you probably don't want to zero out your energy and, you know, like, not be able to buy those things. They're pretty important to buy. But yeah, hopefully this helps you figure out what to do, especially if you were going to buy this or you really want to buy it. I really hope for your own sake that you use the friendship point method over the Stigma method. And let's go ahead and, oh, not Stigma. Let's go ahead and exchange. This is below average. Very sad.